welcome back to my channel. So right now we are like over 1,000, almost 1,200 subscribers. Thank you guys. Like I can say thank you enough, and I'm really grateful. Thank you guys. Okay, so today, okay, I thought of like problems that I had when I first started my cake business, like problems that I had with coloring and that were frustrating me. And one of them was why my red velvet cakes were always turning brown, even when I put as much color as I could possibly put, basically. And every time I put it, before I put it in the oven, it will be very red. And then once they come out of the oven, they turn brown. Like the top is still red sometimes, but the bottom is like completely brown. And my customers are always complaining, I ordered a red velvet cake, I didn't order a chocolate cake. It still tastes the same, but like the color changes when it comes in contact with it. So today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why your red velvet cake turns brown, so you can fix that and have the perfect red velvet cake every time. So if you want to see how that goes, stay tuned and keep watching. Did you like?
Perfectly amazing.
So guys, have you ever baked a red velvet cake that was perfectly red when it went into the oven and came out brown when it was fully baked? Yes, it can be really frustrating. When I started my business, this literally almost killed me, and several people kept calling me and complaining, and it was really frustrating. So today I'm going to show you how I do my red velvet cake, that it makes like a perfectly red batter every time before it goes into the oven and comes out perfectly red as well, so that your customers can be satisfied, and if you're eating it yourself, you can be happy. So the first thing is, do not use powdered food coloring. Guys, like I know it is cheap and it is very accessible, but guys, this will frustrate you. Don't use powdered food coloring. Yes, they are good for marine cookies, and they're also good for macarons and everything, and it will be fine in red. But the thing is, when you're baking with them, they turn brown when they come in contact with heat, so do not do that. So the next step is, do not use organic food coloring. It's not the same thing. There's a difference between organic food coloring and natural food coloring. Organic food colorings are like usually made from natural things like beets and stuff. It's not powerful enough to make your red velvet cake still stay red even when it comes in contact with heat. So do not do that. It will stress you the fuck out. So the third reason, guys, and it will make your cake really brown and really dull. Look at these cakes, like the color would be red, but it will be really dull and uninviting, and that is not what you want. So the next thing is, do not use Dutch processed cocoa powder. Use unsweetened natural cocoa powder. There's a difference. Dutch processed are like a lot of things have been added to it, and they're usually perfect for chocolate cakes, but for red velvet cake, it will make your cake unnecessarily brown. Yes, so do not use that. Use natural cocoa powder, and they're usually cheaper. They're cheaper than the Dutch process. And if you use Dutch process, your cake comes out like really brown, and the red doesn't really show well regardless of what kind of food coloring you use. So guys, stay away from Dutch processed cocoa powder and use all natural ones. So okay, your batter will be brown before it goes in, and when it comes out as well, it will be very brown and annoying, and it can be very frustrating. So please don't do that to yourself. So the next thing you want to do is, you want to check the settings of your oven. Yes, so for this, especially made a video on how like your oven affects your baked goods, how it comes out browner or how it comes out darker in color, and I'm going to put the link right up here. It says click on me. Click on that so you can know how to put your oven in the right settings and not get this kind of red velvet cakes that the outside is brown and the inside is like red, but it's not really red. It looks like it's chocolate and red velvet together, but it is not. It is just unnecessarily too brown and not well baked because of your oven settings. So the final step is to use gel food coloring. Guys, this is the holy grail. It took me almost 2 years before I could realize this was the secret to the perfect red velvet cake. So look at this. This was me when I was making my red velvet cake. So I just decided to like film it for you guys to see. I don't usually measure the color I use. I just put enough until I'm satisfied with how red it is. And when you use red gel food coloring, it will be red when it goes into the oven, and it still be red when it comes out. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive than the regular coloring, but it will give you the results you're looking for, and it won't make your customers complain all the time. So if you're going to be using this, make sure you use enough. Yes, and you can use any brand whatsoever, whatever brand you want. Yes, any brand, just make sure it is a good gel full coloring. It is more expensive, but it's a payoff at the end, and it won't maybe frustrate you as much. So I hope I answered your questions, and if you have more questions, you can send it to me in the comment section. See you next time, and thank you for watching.